Welcome back, gamers. Welcome back to Happy Tactics, where we are looking at the game Space Haven, and we are building very cool things. We're starting our ship. You know, I didn't even think about it, but we needed a name for our ship. I did queue up a couple things just in between very quickly, so they need a little barracks here, so I queued up some walls. Worth noting that you can view the walls. Oop, that's the roof. You can see the roof, but you can also view the walls in different configurations. It's kind of nice to have them low to start with, just because it allows you to see everything efficiently. What's wrong with this one? Build more thorough. Oh yeah. It'll take a minute. It'll warm up. So there we go. Everything's breaking because of this. I was just thinking though, we need a name. We need a name for our ship. They have named it the Thanos, which is interesting. I think, yeah, this is the oh, no, wait, that's not the Thanos. Oh, wait. They're saying, the Hamal. So the base name is Thanos. That's an interesting Marvel reference there. But yeah, so our ship is actually the HSS Hamal. So maybe what I need to do is think of a good name. Of course, this is the Happy Tactics channel. So we could go with something lame like happy, but maybe something more like hope we don't die. The hope for short. But hope what? Hope we don't die. Bink. Okay, that's a good working name. We can change that whenever we want to. Okay, so now it's saying, you know what you need to do? You need beds and a toilet. That's right. They need to do that somewhere. So again, the design here is very column-like, very boring. But this is just a prototype just to get us away from this thing so that we can actually go out and get more stuff. But I do, right next to this awful barracks, look at that, 3 bunk beds side by side. Can you imagine that? Ooh. But we are going to get ourselves, is it under furniture? No, it must be not life sport. Although, you know, technically, if you don't do it, you will be in trouble. Airlock system. Where did they put the bathrooms? Facility, of course. There's your X1 toilet. So we're going to give them a very small. You know what? You don't have to give, I don't think, privacy for this. But you know, I mean, come on, right? It's a bathroom, for crying out loud. So again, just want to make things feel like a spaceship. A very boring looking spaceship. I'm saving room here because we're going to have to build like a whole navigation center and things like that. So that's going to be our temporary kind of open system area. But the goal for this episode is to complete the ship and get ready to go. And I think clear out this derelict too, because we're going to need all that equipment. We're going to put everything we can carry off of this guy. We can't, unfortunately, just deconstruct all this stuff and then kind of carry the parts with us. But anyway, light. Yes, you can get lights. This increases the... In fact, let me just see. Lamp built on the floor. Okay. So there's different kinds of lights you can use. And like in a lot of games, when you have lights, it just helps them work better. And it can increase comfort. Increase comfort, that's interesting. So I don't know if that makes a bedroom better. You wouldn't think so. But I like the floor lights because they don't take, you can walk on top of the floor lights. They don't take up any kind of space. So I kind of right now envision this as a you know, just like a strip of floor lights leading down this corridor. And I'm going to probably overbuild them because that's what you do. But I don't know if it makes sense to, again, when we have corridors going side to side, they can look kind of neat. We can stagger them and do all kinds of fun things. I don't think you need them. I don't know if you need lights in the like increases comfort. So I don't think we need it in the bath in there. But I think we could definitely need it when we build the little kitchen, which I'm envisioning as sort of this area, kind of this narrow galley where they can eat and have some space to sit and talk and socialize and everything. Boy, still having problems with the temperature. Is the temperature getting any warmer? Yes, there we go. Kitchen or algae dispenser. You know, you need this in a pinch. I usually use the algae dispensers in the prisons just because, you know. But kitchen, I might just build the kitchen for now. I will say that I don't know that this is going to be enough. I thought that that would surely be enough thermal regulators, but they're looking like they need another one. It's just not warming up fast enough. I hate that because it uses little bits and parts and stuff that we need. But this little speckledy bit is showing us that it is in fact warming up. And if I don't need it, I can yeah, see that blonk. So that should help things. And I think coming in and out, okay, affects that. So let's get ourselves a kitchen and algae dispenser. Let's get some walls here. And you have vents in the doors, by the way, so temperature and gases and things can get in there. So the kitchen would be under life. No, it's not resource. No, it's not food, of course. And I'll just start with the kitchen. So this is kind of what your kitchen looks like. It stores different kinds of food, makes space meals. I know. I'm sure that's what we'll be calling them in the future. When we have meals, we'll say, hey, what'd you have for breakfast? A space meal. What'd you have for lunch? A space meal. They're all space meals. I do want them to have a place to sit because they want that. I'm toying because I know it's kind of a waste of like a sitting spot, but because this is so narrow and I'm trying to save room out here for oddballs, I mean, I could make it a little bit. No, because I'm planning to rearrange everything anyway. But for 6 people, I could have 2 tables, something like that, and then. Yes, they should be able to get around something like that, and then make another wall here. Again, keeping your crew kind of like comfy and cozy, it's a good thing. And in fact, whoops, you actually want them to. I don't know if I want to waste the block for another door. They'll just have to come in and out. You can build all kinds of like entertainment centers and things like that ultimately serve as a recreational area. I'm hoping to get more things and build out the center, because if you remember our sketch of the Hope, the HSS Hope, has the this is just the tiniest little wing, the right wing of it. I want to build out here probably this next little half chunk next when I have the resources for it, and migrate living space and recreation out here. So that's the idea. So okay, nowhere to relax. I know, I'm working on it, and you can do some interesting things in here too, and because you know that's why we're here. There's all kinds of interesting whole stabilizer. Yes, we got to get that going. This thing is kind of annoying. So the whole stabilizer is going to keep your. You can overlap areas that require operation, by the way, but this thing is going to stabilize your ship and give it this red bar that crawls across the side here, and that uses steel plates to do that. And it is necessary for flight. And so, I should probably duplicate and have a couple of lights in here, because I need light to see and eat. But what I was saying before I was okay, yes, I need a water collector and a water purifier. Yeah. All this like Survivor stuff. I want to build furniture. Okay, so water security. So this is a resource. We're tight for space, but I'm lining it here, trying to save as much room as I can for some industry, oil, ore resources, and things like that. So it's dumping out a bunch of stuff. Hopefully this will be happening pretty soon. Oh, and also I should say, again, this is about design, right? You can't affect the design on the outside, but you can change the type of walls you see in here. So if we go to edit here and we look at walls, you can choose different setups. You know, some that look more like, I don't know, maybe like a medical bay, like that. This to me kind of, maybe more like this, looks more like industry and stuff. I like the blue line. I'm thinking maybe in their own rooms they could have something, I don't know what that looks like. Let's see. I guess that kind of looks like something relaxing, I guess. And then I like the blue line one, which is kind of the default one. I like that for the most part, but I'm thinking about something different, something maybe more comforting in here. I don't know if that's more comforting or not. I guess, what is the feng shui of that? Do you want light colors? Anyway, something we can mess with. It makes things a little more distinctive. So here, we're going to establish water security. That's good. We'll go here. I got a nice little nook here for some from industry. Yes, object not on high capacity grid. So what that means, oh, well, look at that. Yes, I need what's called power nodes. Some things require more electricity. And so you have to go to power, and you can either have a large power node or a small one. And the difference is this footprint that they can supply the power to. Now, I happen to know I'm going to have some engines down here, so I might just suck it up and drop one of these big old monsters right here. The other thing with these, like I could put it close to the edge. You know, I can't because of that wall thermal regulator, but I could sneak it in something like that. And if I did that, let me just check here. Oh, I can't adjust it until I build it. Okay, so I think when I do that, I can bump the service area, that little square, over in such a way that it would actually cover some of this region too. So I could maybe have one on each side, and that would cover a lot of stuff. So we'll see. So if I do this, and if I bump. Okay, so I got a little, it's not perfect. I might play with it more later. But it will provide power for that. Okay, so I got to start producing more resources. It wants me to build an assembler. So let's do that. So what they're saying there is, yeah, so it's a assembler facility. So that would be down here in objects in resource, the assembler facility. You mean recycler? Select. Production. Oh. Start producing more resources. All right, so it wants me to go over here. Right, and click on this and set up some refinement jobs. Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to build here? I like the if statements here. If it's less than something, build it. So I'll do that. I guess that's start producing more resources. Open up the refine tab. Okay, I think it's just trying to get me to... It's trying to teach me the game. Don't they know I'm unteachable? I will play this my way. Oh, explore a derelict ship. Well, I don't mind if I do. Okay, let's do that since it's got that goal there. So that the derelict ship now, that is referring to this guy down here. And you got to get your gunners on this shuttle. Oh, it's going to be exciting. And they're all awake right now, and they're all pretty well rested. That's the yellow line there. You can see they're fine. They're not the best crew for shooting, but we got Deshawn. He's got the shotgun, right? He's equipped now, right? Yeah, he's equipped himself. Eliana, Nikki's just they're all going to be terrible. But Ramon and Trey, who can grow? Okay, so what I want to do is I'm shift clicking these four folks, and I'm going to do Control 1, and that's going to make them, when I hit the number 1, it's going to make them my away team. It's nice to have 4. And if I right click on the shuttle, I drafted them so that they do have to do what I say. They can't just run around and do whatever that's on their schedule. They have to I've taken direct control of them. They're going to hop on here. Blink, blink, blink. Now I got all 4 of them on here. Let me click on my shuttle. And I've got this at super fast speed. No need to do that, but it does make things speed up a little bit. And zoom, there he goes. And then I slow down when they get close, because you want to take this slow, because there could be baddies on board. So let's get off the ship. Let's see what we can find. Oh, I guess we got to go up here. I don't see anything yet, but you sense. Oh, I do see something. Okay, pull back to the left. Dang it, these things are annoying. Okay, take them down. How bad is your aim? Are we gonna... Okay, you need to get a little closer. You guys are terrible. Hopefully that other guy's not gonna... Okay, now you need to get real close because he's powering down, and just blow him up, man. Take him down. And I do mean blow him up because he is going to blow up in a second. Oh, and I get shot from the back. Okay. Hopefully he'll power down soon too, because he's wrecking me. There we go. You guys get a little closer. That's good enough. Shoot. Where is he? Shoot this guy. They have to power down and recharge. Good. It's nice to not die on the first run. So that might be it, because this derelict was just sort of like showing you, you know, how to do it. And hey, there's bad guys on the derelict. Oh, I do see. What is that? Something here for me. Let's pick that up. I don't know what that is. Oh, money. Space bucks. All right. But you do have to explore every room. Once you do, the derelict is declared safe, and then you can get stuff. Oh, that was inside the room. That's why you went back there. What you got now? Nothing. Well, thanks for nothing, literally. All right. I'm just going to assume that we're pretty safe. There could be another robot dude, but this early in the game, everything's pretty weak. You notice the fog of war, so to speak, is kind of lifting. There's a few things on here that might be worth... I don't know what we're going to end up with this, but let's just check out every room. Ooh! Already? That's kind of wild. Okay, so this is the little sleep container, and there is someone in this. Kaya? Okay. We might have already a new crew member. Wakey, wakey, Kaya. Okay. Kaya Knight. Where am I? I feel like I've been in hypersleep forever. You have, Kaya. You have. I don't want to stay here. Can I join in your journey? Yeah, we need all we can get. Even though you stink at weapons. We are really smart and can grow things. But we're not good at shooting stuff. But why not? We don't make good decisions here at Happy Tactics. We just make decisions. All right. Well, the good news is I built 6 beds, and they're taking turns sleeping. So they can actually kind of hot bunk and share beds. Getting kind of gross, but, you know, whatever. This is space, man. This is space. Space takes no prisoners. How? Oh, I guess there's still this room over here. Okay. Almost done searching. By the way, you can adjust the time up here, so I could speed this up, but I'm a little worried, and I can get them more oxygen if they need it. But now I can say undraft all because I have searched everything, and now it shows me what I can salvage. Not only that, what I can transfer. There's one bit of human meat, which is actually considered contraband if I take it on board my ship. So the military alliance might come and scan my ship, and oh no, you got a foot. You can't have that. Later on, it's nice though because you can compost the feet for your plants, but we don't need to do that yet. So I'm going to just leave that there. Everything here, though, we got the time, we got the energy, we got everything. I'm going to click on all of this, and they're going to break down all the parts of the ship so that I can get more of these blocks. Actually, they give me scrap, and then with some of my industry pieces, I can make things. Make the blocks that I need. Okay, it wants me to make a shuttle hangar and a pod hangar, of course. And how did I forget that? So they'll come back on the road now. I need a shuttle hangar and a pod hangar, and I still need an engine. So doodly-doodly-doo. Okay, so maybe, boy, it's just everything is so tight at the beginning of the game. What I might do is move this here, and then think of pod here, shuttle here. Let's see the footprint that it takes. So this is facility airlock. Yeah, I guess this is where we can bring in our because we need a shuttle. We need a shuttle. We just do to get on and off and things like that. So if I put, what if I put it here? Is that too much? I mean, I'm using my space, but I need to. That keeps this open, which I kind of like. So it's a little weird right here, but I'm going to do it. And let's see, a pod hangar. To be honest, 2 would be great. And what's nice is you can overlap the zones. So if I did one here, and I think, let me just see. Yeah, it won't let me do anything there. I could build one there. No, I can't. So I could build one here and here. That might work. That's as tight as I can get. Because I need a miner and I need a builder. And later on we can do some others down here. And I don't know if this is going to be the wing where we have it. Because again, we need room for the engines. The engines are big. And the bigger your ship gets, the more engines you need. It's kind of a catch-22 there. So let's see what happens when I build those. And I'm going to speed this guy up. Let's make things happen, Team Hope. We don't die. We'll see where we can get this thing. My goal, again, we've definitely taken care of the derelict. And now you can see they're in there and they're breaking things down. They're grabbing all the stuff they need. They put it on the shuttle. And then they bring the shuttles back. This is one of the engines. You can see the size of the engine there. It's a big old honker, dude. So it's going to take a lot of room. What's the name of the shuttle? Just the Quick Stepper. That's kind of a fun one. All right. So far, so good. I think things are good. So we'll be able to take 2 of these 4 pods with us and 1 of the 2 shuttles. Be nice to take more, but again, room. Space is at a premium. So we're going to see where we go with that. All right, build away, guys. Keep building. They do need to move this. Actually, I think what I'm going to have to do here is actually cancel that. I'm going to have to... Whoops, not you. Yeah, you. I'm going to move you... Can I do it right there? Because I think the engines produce some heat, and the thermal regulators don't just heat things up, they cool things down. They just keep things at the right temperature. So it might be worth having 2 down here. They use energy, and you can toggle. You notice we don't have much of anything on the ship. That's because everything is actually on the space station Thanos, which I think I can make that bigger. Yeah, I like that view. All of our goodies. We still need stuff, though. We got, I don't know how much scrap we got. We're getting a lot of scrap. So just to, I might... Scrap is nice, but then you need all the industry stuff in order to make it work for you. What happened? Oh. What? Why are things getting cold? Oh, because that needs to be repaired? Wait, I need you to repair this. Ugh. Man, temperature sensitive. Just one goes down and everything freaks out. Now that's going to really freak it out. You're freezing my ship. This is the issue you get with these things. Is you tell them to do things, they're not going to do it in the right way. And now things are going to need to be repaired because it got so cold. So somebody's going to come over here and fix this. Again, what I can do is it's definitely set to repair. Jobs, assign. Anybody. Where is everybody? I can't because they're on break, I guess. No, I need you. Oh, no. That's why. We need infra blocks. Well, welcome to the game. I'm gonna... What did I just do there? Okay, we do need this. I'm gonna say if it's less than 5. We need infra blocks. Get on this. Oh, well, I got 4. What is it? It just doesn't have one delivered yet. Fix the thing that needs fixing, dudes. This is the reason for it. There. No. I need... Yeah, there we go. Somebody's fixing it. I mean, you can do... Yes, I know I need a recycler. Okay, so that is now powering up. And hopefully, we'll be taking care of the frigidly cold temperatures. I feel like this has gotten a lot harder. The the temperature maintenance, because I'm not even seeing it like cool out and do its thing. All right, maybe I need another one. Maybe I'll put one central. Okay, so it does say we need a recycler. What is a recycler? So recycler is a resource thing, and it's going to turn scrap into the blocks that we like, and we definitely need that before we leave, because it does produce some heat, and usually I like to isolate it. Don't have that ability. Don't have that ability with this. Although, in this case, since it's almost absolute zero, maybe we do need it to warm things up. Let's see what happens once we get it running. See, now it's starting to happen. I think this one helped stabilize things. Boy, it sure did take its sweet stinking time. One goes down and everything goes haywire and everything breaks. Now we've got broken beds because apparently cold beds break. That's space logic for you. So yes, navigation control and 2 Hyperium hyperdrives. Hyperium is this raw base of material that you use to fly with, and so that's going to get us shipworthy. So let's definitely do that. So I'm going to go to the system, and we need the navigation console. Of course, it's going to need to be right up here. It's a little wonky, but it's okay. We're going to put it there. Also, not that it really needs it, but because I like it, I am going to put a big whole window right in front here, because you gotta see where you're flying, don't you? So that'll be that. But of course, to navigate, you need engines, and that is also part of the system. These are the only hyperdrives that we have right now. We're going to need to get much better ones, but you can see they take a lot of room, and I need 2 of them right now. Eventually, I'll need a lot more, at least a 3rd one here, and then when you get the bigger guys, you'll get even more. So let's let them build that up, and then we will take our first journey into deep space. Very exciting. Very exciting. It would be nice, maybe. How big is this again? No, I could get another shuttle, but I don't want to get too greedy. I mean, what do we got here? We got, these are all constructopods, and so there's builders, and so yeah, 1 shuttle. Eventually it'd be nice to have 2 shuttles, and you can like throw 8 people at a siege of some kind. But I also feel like I need a little more light out here. But in our case, we're going to have the 1 shuttle and the 2 pods to start with. I think that's a smart idea. Playing it safe, not too crazy. Besides, it's just a little guy. Just a little guy. All right. Pretty soon, we're going to... Oh, yeah, we have to build an operations console and point defense. Oh, I forgot about that. So this is going to look a little wonky currently, but that's what we do. We do wonky. So operations console is going to allow communication, and it's going to allow these things called point defense things to work. I'm afraid if I put it there, that will be an inaccessible part of the ship. I might... What do I have in terms of hull blocks? Not much, but I have the ability to make more. If I look at my sketch, I could just square this off, but I kind of like the little nub. All right, I'm not going to do that, though, because you know what? It's going to look a little weird. But operations, you're going to be right there for now. And that's going to allow us to have something called point defense, which is a facility? No, it must be here. It must be system. Point defense turret is going to protect us from asteroids and all kinds of other things. It's very simple. First layer of defense, no shields. We just have a hull, and we're going to have like 1 little pew pew pew. That's going to do it for us. So we'll see. That will pretty much take us to the point where we can transfer everything over and take our first flight. Very exciting. Get the people sleeping over here. They're going to love it. Who wouldn't love all of these books? But oh, you know what I could do? Again, we're doing this because we want things to be nice for them. We can do some decorations in here. You know what? Let's make this a nice little living space. Oh yeah, research lab. Yeah, where I'm gonna place that? Who knows? So yes, I put a little green wall in there just to make, a little touch of home. Now, research lab. Where the heck is a research lab? Build research facilities. I mean, do I have what it takes to branch out here? Just grab myself a little something. Like if I activate just some parts. I know it's going to break some rooms. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that. Although I need to. I need to have that tunnel available. But if I did something like this, that's going to cost something. And that, even though, Kiki, hush your face, it will mean I need to do something else with the bathroom. It'd be a shame to have to walk through the bathroom, but I think I can salvage my bedroom if I do a little bit of I don't know why that overlays on. If I do a little something like this, a little something. I can't mount this on a diagonal. That is very frustrating. But I can do that. Actually, that defeats the whole purpose. Instead, I will move it on the outer corner, maybe. Make this a little bigger. Actually, if I get all of that, I mean, if I have enough hull scrap to build all of this, I can move all my people out here, and I can make the barracks out here, because I do have to move that bedroom so it becomes a tunnel. But maybe I'll leave them in there for now. Build a little wall here. Close that up. This will be the kitchen. And we'll put our research in there, and then I think we'll be ready to set sail. The solar sails. To get out there and start doing things. So we are so close, folks, to this, but I see we are at the half-hour mark. I want to keep these short and accessible. And so when we come back, we will see the finishing of the Hope and the great march into the great beyond. So thank you for joining us here at the channel. Hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time.